You have seen in every meditation, the end step is, last concluding step is doing nothing. Why? That is the way you transcend the mind. If you're doing something, how can you transcend the mind? Mind is doing something. Do you live into that awareness of doing nothing? And then this revelation of a knowledge becomes a regular feature, not only during the practice, all the time. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, my friends, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside, know your experiences we will share to progress. Sam, where are you?
I was going to surprise you. I just got to Arizona.
Ah, you are in Arizona?
I just drove from New York, yeah, to see you.
Oh, wonderful. So when you
Yeah.
are coming here, you are in a car.
Yeah, I just got to the Petrified Forest. Have you heard of it? It's all the way near New Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah. I drove from
So,
New Jersey to Arizona.
did you? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was bad weather all throughout the Midwest, and here it's nice now. So, got worse before it got better. But um so yeah.
But
Uh
I appreciate your commitment.
yeah, of course. That was amazing. I The first part of the Om made me feel very in my head, and then the the longer drawn out Om really connected my head and my heart, and then the final one put me back in my head, and I just didn't know where my body was. All I was thinking about was being right here, and it was fantastic. It was amazing.
Yeah, I could see. You see that? I'm with you. Wonderful. It's a beautiful experience. I remember uh, one executive in New Jersey, she had a lot of challenges with her boss. So I said, you go to the office, park your car, and sit in the car, do 10 minutes of the practice before you enter into the office. Once you return, do the practice in a car before you reach your home. And it took a couple of months, but ultimately everything, it's a long story. Ultimately, both were women. The boss was also, huh? Women, women are always beautiful. So ultimately, that women got promotion. Now I don't have any worries, any problem with my boss. It's all about change in your attitude, in your mind. She is still in contact with me. So wonderful. Wonderful. You really drove from New York to Arizona? Oh, very good. So, how are you, Stephen?
I'm good. Waiting for Sam to arrive. Um,
Oh,
the meditation was a very similar experience to Sam. Um, Mind, heart. I felt, I don't know what stages where it was, but I felt emotional. I
yeah,
felt moments of lightness. I felt moments of gasping for air. At certain times, I felt I was so deep into something that I wasn't breathing. Um,
yes,
and then I had a vision somewhere within the stages of an eye. I just kept seeing an eye in front of me with it opening and closing with my breath. So
beautiful, beautiful. Now you can easily, that is the first level of understanding when you have those visions. It comes from when we are totally absorbed in the purified intellect, then we have those visions. So that is beautiful. How are you, Brandy?
I'm good, Girish. I'm still learning the practice, I think, It's your reminders are really helpful whenever you chime in because it seems to be like exactly whatever I'm experiencing. Like if I'm still trying to stay in my body or I need the reminder to go into my mind. So I appreciate that. But I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
better than I did before I started. Thank you.
I I cannot remind you every day, every hour that you have to help yourself. That I have to be committed, I have to do the practice. And when that commitment is there, the journey continues and you find the change. How are you, Leslie?
You know, you actually are there all the time reminding me. You were in my kitchen this morning talking about comparison. So just so you know, you
Beautiful.
are always there. Um,
Yes, thank you. If
yeah, I
I'm always
think,
with you, then something is going to happen. I know.
okay. Well, I'll be holding my breath for that. Yeah, my eyes started watering in the second part. And then the goal was just to try to keep my monkey mind in control.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, even the watering, obviously, it is a release of what is what has happened in the past causing you the troubles. So it's better. So pick up this. I normally send the audio file and do the practice every day. Don't forget. So let me remain with you even for a couple of weeks and everything will change. Then throw me out.
I'm not always so pleasant to you when you show up in my kitchen in the morning, though, Garish. So just so you know.
Okay. The one thing is better that even if I am present with you and you feel it is not pleasant, at least the reminder is there. So let there be unpleasant feeling with my presence. That will help you.
But you're always smiling, so it's joyful. So just so thank you.
Thank you. How are you, Terry? How are you, Christina?
Oh, would Terry like to go if you want to go?
Yeah, yeah, Terry, let us go.
Okay. Well, I can't see, so it's pretty good that I pushed on that thing. I broke my glasses, so I can't really see what I'm doing. I had an experience where uh, I was doing the practice up here, and my body was doing something different, and
Okay,
I maintained my awareness of both at the same time. Did the
okay,
practice. The third stage was more difficult for me because things changed in the body, and that was distracting me. But it was more successful overall than last time, and I
very
began
good.
to get a sense of Yeah.
I will think about it, and I will see that with the movement of the body, we can follow the first step of Om. When we do Om, 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 so we can have a specific movement of the body. So I will see that if we can do it next time.
If they correlate, you mean?
Yeah, so that is also a practice. So in fact, you have moved ahead one step. Don't worry. How are you, Kristen?
I'm doing great. I'm very grateful to be here this morning. I've been in a funk the last couple days, unfortunately, and I'm just very happy to be here again. And so I apologize I haven't been present, but I'm here again. And I just really. I felt in the third it was like I didn't leave my body, but my body was here, but it was numb, but it was safe. And I just felt like I was able to finally, I don't know, I just am still absorbing what that all felt, and it was wonderful. So
Calmness is there, calmness, peace is there, the joy is there. That's enough. That's good. Beautiful. How are you, David and Jerry?
Very good, very good meditation. At the beginning of the active practice, I saw what was like a sunrise or a moonrise in the sky, light coming, and by the end of it, it was light, white light everywhere, and then
That's beautiful.
just an energy buzz, just a buzz.
Yes,
The only way I
you
could
can
describe
figure
it.
out easily. David, you can even in the first step, you had the white light, so the mind has already risen deeper and higher. You see that vision comes at the third level, the Pashyanti. That is what we. So we can figure out the location of the mind during the practice. That is related to a particular experience. It's a beautiful. How are you, Jerry?
Thank you.
For me, the first Om revealed a fear
Oh,
that I have, like a specific fear about. So I felt like I had a scorpion on my face and I had this itch. So it was all I could do to not focus on that. And that was during the hammering. The second long Om, that completely went away. The third Om, the short Om, was a lot of color, white, green, blue. And then the fourth Om was just white kind of clouds
wow,
all through.
beautiful.
So.
You see that you have all
We have
variety.
a scorpion. We have a lot of scorpions at our home.
Oh,
So-
yes.
Yeah, so it's interesting, and we've been stung, obviously, but so that fear came up for me.
Fear came up. You see that, what your mind thinks, the way your mind thinks, it may return into meditation if it is related to fear or anxiety. So mind starts imagining as if the scorpion is here on your cheek. But only thing is persistent, but ultimately your mind left those fears, it went deeper, and you had an experience of that white light. That's beautiful. How are you, Lara? Why are you so serious today?
Well, I feel like I've taken about 15 steps backwards. I'm not doing great. And so the meditation, I mean, I love the Om, but a lot of stuff was like in my head and not in a great place. The only good thing that I had was the fourth one, and I just kept dropping the Oms mentally in my joints. And that was the only time that I felt anything pleasant, to be really honest. So,
to be honest, Lara, it is good that you realize these things are popping up in your mind. The normal practice that we do, it is minimum 10 minutes each step. 10 minutes each step means 40 minutes plus 10 minutes. So if you do it for 50 to 60 minutes, I told you last time, it's kind of catharsis. There is a release. So you release lot of emotions. Your body starts doing crazy stuff. The mind starts recalling the old stuff, and ultimately it is released. So it's a virtual session. That's why I gave only 5 minutes each. So almost normally 30 and 35 minutes of the practice. So it is a good that even in 35 minutes, those things are released. You need to do the practice regularly. Maybe with with the audio, you do the practice this week, maybe 2 times a day. I don't have time. Don't say that. And then you will see everything becomes clear. So now it is already gone. You can still smile. You see, Jerry? So now the smile has come. Okay, anyhow. How are you, Kate?
It, the third part was interesting this time. The third part, I really felt a release, like just a light lift. Just, I don't know. It was hard to very, and then it took a tiny bit to settle back down in the fourth. It was pleasant, but it took a little bit to settle back down in the fourth part. But then felt just really, just at one point, I think it was either the second, I was held in a lotus. That was lovely. Kind of held
Beautiful. There. That's good.
At the end, it was just very simple. Just very clean, simple, light.
Yes, yes. That's really good. That's really good. I want to